Hi, this is Tim Fairfield, Keysight Technologies. And if you ever wondered how to get a pattern file that exists in the Infinium software and make it a pattern that you can generate on the Bert, this video is for you. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the scenario here. We've got the Infinium running. I'm running offline mode. It doesn't really matter how you're running, whether you're running live instrument or offline. But the key thing here in the Bert software, if we put that on the screen, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to try to load a pattern, select pattern under PCI Express Gen6. What I've seen is a few questions about the scope has it for SMDR measurement for a reference file. And there's a good use model there for sanity checking. Maybe you have a wrong pattern being generated internally for PCI Express, and you want to go into a sort of a loopback mode, having the Bert supply the pattern so you can do your measurement. This is how you can do it. So if I go into memory, if I try to select the memory pattern from PCI Express Gen 6, and here it comes, and we go into factory, and we go in here, and if we expand this over, go to PCI Express Gen 6, click on there, we have test, and we have some patterns here, but I'm not really sure what's there. I don't know what's being checked. So I want to make sure that I'm using the compliance pattern, in this case for SNDR measurements. We also have a jitter one, of course. So let's leave there. So we don't have that. So I'm going to go back here into the modules mode. Let's close this up. Okay, I got a sneak preview of that. But what we do is we can go into the Infinium software. I don't need anything loaded here, or where would this be? So I know in the SNDR setup, I can do this under the PAM4, but I'm just going to go save setup, and I get a path here. So I'm going to copy that path. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go into downloads, paste the path in there, setups. And now I'm sort of a little deeper into setups. But if I back out one directory, I can go back and I can find patterns. And in here, there's a number of patterns that I can choose from. I'm going to go PCI Express Gen 6, and I'm going after this particular pattern right here. So I'm going to copy this folder. So copy this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Bert software, and I'm going to go to pattern editor. I'm going to load that up, and then I'm going to find import. I'm not going to go here on open. That's not what I want. I want to import first. So when I import, I'm going to import here. So if I didn't already have this located, I could at this point paste this in here, which I already did, but we can select this pattern and it's going to import it. So we give it a second, and it's going to ask for a meaningful name. So what I'm going to do is call it demo one. We're going to call it demo one, just so I don't mix it up with my other files. Import. And here I've got it set already to PAM. Normally it loads in and it'll come up as a bin file. You can look at it in any way you want. Doesn't really matter. This is just a viewing. You can do it with no coding or gray coding. Anyway, so basically now you have that file. So when we go back to patterns, we can select the pattern and we can find this particular one. Not going to be a factory. It's going to be a user pattern. So I'm going to go to memory, select the memory pattern, and I'm going to look for that demo one PCI, which is right here. That's in my folder. So I'm going to apply that. And now if I go into the pattern sequence editor, I will see that particular pattern is now loaded up, ready to go on both the generator side and the receiver side. And remember, you can load these separately. You can say selected locations, for instance. You could load a different pattern to a different one, but this just loaded to all locations. But you do have the ability to put a different pattern in. So when you go to generate this with PCI Express, one thing to make sure of is on data out, that you've got your line coding as PAM4 and your symbol mapping is uncoded, not gray coded. So if you're going to do this generation, you want to do it uncoded for PCI Express Gen 6. If you're not doing Gen 6 and you're doing something else, just keep an eye on that. Also, your coupling, of course, with your amplifier. If you're using this, you're probably already familiar with this. And also the data in should be matched with the same line coding as well as that NRZ, also PAM4. So I hope that helps out. That's, again, a quick way of being able to take a pattern file that may exist in the scope already, and you want to get that loaded in the Bert so you can generate on the Bert side. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.